YouTube, Crimson Tree here. So I normally wouldn't post an update this soon, but I felt I had to. So I just wanted to show you something. Does anybody know what this could be? Can you guess? Ah, yes, you're right. It's the soft reline. That is correct, folks. Last night, when I took my top denture out, the soft reline came right out. It came out in a single piece. No pieces were left on my denture. It just came right out. Now, I was told that I could use adhesive, and I had to use adhesive because my top plate wouldn't stay in. There was no suction. So I had to use adhesive. And I used the powder. I used 2 layers, but they were very, very light layers, 2 light layers of powder, so that my top denture could stay in my mouth, which it did. And it was in my mouth all day yesterday. And then last night when I came home and I took my dentures out, the bottom denture came out fine, but I didn't have any adhesive in the bottom denture. But when I took that top plate out, the denture came out, and this stayed in my mouth, stuck to the roof of my mouth with the adhesive. So needless to say, I'm pretty disappointed in that. But Oasis Dental is making good on it. I called them and they said they'd never heard of that happening before. Come in on Tuesday, because that's the only day they're open till 5 o'clock or 6 o'clock. They said come in on Tuesday and we'll give you another soft reline. So I'm gonna go on Tuesday. I'm taking this with them to show them that I am not crazy. It came out and it didn't even like come off in pieces. You know, I'm thinking they didn't prime it right, or maybe she didn't put enough primer on it. And it is a silicone. I mean, that's the interesting thing about it. It's rubber. It is a silicone. And you can see all the places where it's like a darker pink is where I have the big gaps. And then the places that are like almost clear is where there aren't too many gaps. Now, what I am noticing is there's these little holes on the roof, and those are not, those are areas where there was nothing. There was no silicone in that spot, because I checked my denture to see if there was any silicone left on the denture, and there was nothing there. So she didn't put really enough on the palette to have, like, you know, a whole piece. So maybe that's part of the reason why I was having trouble with suction. I don't really know. So that's that. What I did today to kind of compensate for the fact that I don't have a soft reline in the top plate is I used Lillian Darling's method and put the paste and the powder so that I could, you know, wear my teeth today and be able to eat and all that good stuff. So I'm gonna go back and on Tuesday have them soft reline it again. And in the meantime, I'll use the paste and powder. I can't stand it because it's so goopy. And then I find, especially with that Fixodent with scope, I've definitely come to the realization I don't like that one because I taste it all day, like, you know. And then something I noticed about paste, and this happened with the other paste too. By about the end of the day, you know, after say about maybe 8-9 hours, it starts to get slimy in my mouth. And I'm thinking, I thought it was like the healing process, but I'm definitely pretty sure now that it's not the healing process, it's the paste. And it doesn't do it with the powder. It only happens with the paste. And the paste, I don't know what happens with it, but it just starts making my mouth really slimy, which is really gross. but I'm afraid that the powder is just not enough to, you know, it'll be, the powder alone would be enough if I just want to talk and stuff, but if I want to eat something substantial, I can't eat with that by itself, at least nothing hard. I'd have to stick to soft foods. So I'm not in pain or anything, you know, don't get me wrong. I'm not, you know, complaining about pain or, you know, anything like that. Just super disappointed that this soft Reline came out and it didn't even last 24 hours. Not even 24 hours, guys. And so I was definitely pretty disappointed by that. But I'm going to go back in on Tuesday. They'll soft Reline it again. And if it comes out again, I'm not going to bother. I'm not going to bother going back in. I will just use Denture Fit or something to reline it myself, because this is kind of crazy. But that's my update. I wanted to at least post that to you guys to show you. I definitely think she didn't prime it enough. I mean, it didn't even stick to my denture, not even a little bit. So I just don't think she primed it enough. I just can't believe that it all came off in one sheet and then it was stuck in my mouth and I had to pull it out of my mouth. It was gross. So that's my update. If you guys have any comments or questions, please feel free to leave them down below. I'll be happy to answer them on my next video. All right, I'll talk to you guys later. Ciao.